gun registration is always followed up by a gun confiscation. History shows it. Hello everyone, and welcome to the channel. As you can see, I am proudly wearing my Let's Go Brandon shirt. And this shirt is actually a dual purpose shirt. Check this out. See how it says FJB on there. Now, everyone knows what that means. If you don't, you can Google it and find it anywhere. But like I said, this is a dual purpose shirt because also I feel the same way about the Illinois governor, J.B. Pritzker. He is filth to his core and does not care about anybody but himself. It is so obvious because look at what's called PICA, stands for Protect Illinois Communities Act. He got that crap started shortly after the 4th of July shooting in Highland Park. Basically what he did was, like, all these firearms right here, they are, quote, illegal in Illinois because they have made illegal any semi-automatic rifle, also braced pistols, also 30-round magazines. This is an AK-47 magazine. This is an AR-15 magazine. Both of them hold 30 rounds each. And guess what? Now you can't even find these in Illinois. But hey, people of Illinois, hey, go to Indiana and get yours. That's all you got to do. But Illinois, they said that they gave everyone until January 1st, 2024 to register because they said you could grandfather in all your weapons like this. Any of your braced pistols, any AR-15 rifles, AK-47s, any of that stuff, they said you had to register it with the Illinois State Police. And also your high-cap magazines. Now, the rate that the people have been doing this is straight up abysmal. It is so low it almost can't even be measured. The registration rate is a little over 1% because there are over 2 million FOID card holders. FOID card, that stands for Firearm Owner Identification. So that's going to be up to, hopefully that comes to Supreme Court as well and gets struck down because the FOID card came out in the 60s, I believe. I think it was either 1964 or 1968 when it came out. And in order to exercise your Second Amendment right, you have to get a permit for it, which is very unconstitutional. So the FOID card, there are over 2 million FOID card holders, and around 1% of those people have registered their items. And they said each person is registered an average of like 4 items. Each person registered theirs. So you look at 2.5 million people, I guarantee it's way more than 1% that has these firearms. And the good thing is, they chose to disobey an unconstitutional law. And I'm all for that. If I was still in Illinois, I would do the exact same thing. And I probably know a couple hundred people in Illinois who are gun owners. And you know what's crazy about that? Out of the probably 200 people I know that I personally know who are gun owners, only 2 of those people have registered their stuff. 2! And you know what? That's too many. I told these clowns, and y'all know who you are. You know, I'm not going to put you on blast, but you know who you are. You too. But they were like, yeah, man, I got to register my ARs because I don't want to be at the range and then end up getting arrested. Dude, don't even worry about that. That's not going to happen because it's already going to be taken up by the Supreme Court anyway because it is so unconstitutional. Because how are you going to say something has to be registered now? Because the Bruin case laid out the framework for a lot of these unconstitutional laws they're trying to pass. Because the Bruin case, when the Supreme Court ruled on that, they said that any new firearms laws have to show text, history, and tradition of that law being in place when the Constitution was written in 1776 or ratified in 1791. And those ridiculous unconstitutional gun laws, they're getting struck down because of the fact that they can't show any text, history, or tradition of them in 1776 or when it was ratified in 1791. And rightfully so. And people of Illinois, this is mass disobedience, and I'm loving it. This needs to keep going on because it's going to be declared unconstitutional, like I said. So keep doing what you're doing. You 1 or 1.5%, man, I feel bad for y'all. Y'all got scared and chose to register your stuff because history has shown us repeatedly. Look at Australia. Look what happened in Germany. Look at Venezuela. All those places. Gun registration is always followed up by a gun confiscation. History shows it. Because if they know exactly what you have, you register your stuff, they know exactly who has what, and they know where they can come get it. I don't advise registering any firearm. It's none of the government's business what you have. Plain and simple. Effective January 1st, 2024, this magazine is technically illegal if you don't register it. This is a typical Glock 17 mag that holds 17 rounds. Gen 5 with the orange follower. 17 rounds because the ridiculous Protect Illinois Communities Act, that ridiculous unconstitutional law says that you can't have any pistol magazines that hold more than 15 rounds. This holds 17. And they say you can't have any rifle mags that hold more than 10 rounds. 30 rounds. 30 rounds. Find these all day long. But what's really bad is that a lot of these gun shops in Illinois, they had to sell all their inventory out of state or send it back to the manufacturer or their distributor or whatever because of this. But like I said, the governor is being sued because this is so unconstitutional. So I'm going to stay up on this, of course, and I'll let you know as updates come up. And remember to stay armed, stay vigilant, and stay tactical. We'll see you next time. Let's go, Brandon, FJB. Both of them.